Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me for another special health-focused Tai Chi and Qigong class. I put on extra light and I'm thinking, gosh, I'm kind of washing myself out. So sorry, it's a little darker, but hopefully a little clearer. So today we're going to continue with our 7 stars Qigong, 7 stars rotations Qigong by Master Joe Locke. We've been working on it for a week or so now. We're going to recap what we've done so far, but I think now we've got to the point we can probably do it in flow. I don't need to explain everything as we go, which should give you a really nice, deeper understanding of how it affects us, how it feels. So let's start in Wuji, and remember we go into open stance for Wuji in this particular set. We lengthen up the top of the head, the chin slightly down and back. And very importantly, we just give ourselves a chance to calm, to quieten, to release through the body. Use your senses, all of your senses, to really listen to here and now. And with each out breath, we can let go of what we've just experienced to open our awareness once more to the new here and now. Let's find all 10 fingers and gently press them down. And we begin movement 1 with open door 5. Please feel and listen to your breath as you feel and listen to your body. We pause between exercises, checking posture, releasing, relaxing down into center, and check that you're not holding tension. As we move on now to movement 2, Tai Chi duality. Let's do 9 circles at the lower level. Remember, keep the hips steady, turn from the waist. I think that's 9. Let's do our change of direction, our little S shape, and 9 in the second direction. Gently does it. Feeling for the floor. Good. Turn palms, draw the ball in towards you, float up, keeping the shoulders relaxed, open, and now 9 circles at chest height. Again, keeping the legs and the hips quite steady, gently turning in the waist. Breathe. Think of rolling that ball round, rolling the energy. And 9. In the next rotation, we draw our S shape, change direction. Keep good posture. Very good. Movement 3. We open. Breathe. Gather to forehead. Point to the corners of the eyebrows. Guide your energy down. Open the chest. Guide your energy down. Sit back. Keep the knees in line with the feet. Round the back. Draw the energy up the back to waist. Round the waist. Cover center, check posture. Relax to center. Listen and feel how your system is responding. Breathing, calming, letting go. And set 2, we open. Keeping the knees no further than the toes. Check posture and relax to center. You might want to check your weight distribution on your feet. Make sure it's level. Calming down. Set 3. Notice we overlap the thumbs, but the hands then, or lace the thumbs, tiger's mouth, and then the hands just rest on top of each other, just below the belly button. Hug the elbows in. Breathe, checking posture, top of the head floating up, chin slightly down and back. Release, relax down into your belly. Good. Now we're going to do our movement 4. I think we began movement 4 last week, and I'm going to mirror for you. So imagine you're facing south, standing in the center of your compass. So you're going to turn to your southeast. So by turning the feet quarter turn, you have managed it. Please don't move your feet, just turn your toes to the corner. And we're going to roll our ball. Let's come back, sorry. We'll just do a few rotations, a few scoops. I forget to do this. This is a sort of centering movement. It's an earth element movement, and it's just designed to bring you more into center. It has other attributes, but we use it in this form at this stage just to center ourselves. So you're bringing yourself into the center of the compass. And you can have a little rise and fall with this one. As you scoop, you can sink and rise, sink and rise. Very good. All right. So now we've done that. Let's turn the quarter to your southeast corner. And we're going to begin to turn the waist. Remember the hips and knees, the legs stay pretty much steady. They're your foundation. And you want your foundation to be kind of solid. You don't want, if you think of a building, you don't want the foundation to be shifting. But we're turning within our waist. We're turning within our hips, not the hips themselves. And we're doing this very gentle rolling of the ball. So this time, instead of scooping left and right, we're turning our waist. One hand is going forwards towards your corner, and the other is coming back towards your waist. The same movement as we do in the Phoenix form for reverse rolling clouds. Good, so you can practice if you want to get the feel for this exercise. Practice as much as you like level with your belly, the lower dantian. Once you've got the feel for it, we're going to do 3 rounds, 1 and 2, on each level for the belly, the chest, and the head. Ready? So we'll bring your we'll start with your left hand over. No, we won't. Right hand, your right hand and then left. Let's do that again. Right hand nearest the front and then left. Do it one more time. Right hand and left. Roll up to chest height. Right hand, then left. Up to head height. Right hand, then left. Very well done. Flip your toes and let your hands skim across waist height. Keep turning your palms. Come underneath your armpit with your left hand along the line of the right arm until you have a circle. Turn palms, and this is it's a little half step and this calming movement, as if you're throwing a ball forwards. Do you see this triangle shape? You're not doing this and you're not doing this. There's a little triangle. So the elbows are released and hanging, and that's gently down, a little bit down towards the corner. And that's your tiger. Let's try it on the other side. So we will bring your front hand, your left hand over first, left and then right. Gently turning the waist up to chest height, left and right, rolling the ball up to head height, left and right, and step to the side, flip the toes, skim across the waist, turn the palms, right hand under left, along the line of the arm, turn palms and relax your heart fire down. That's your tiger. Very good. So that is the quick and easy, or quick version. Let's do once with the 33 vertebrae. Go gently with this one. The movement is very, very soft, very gentle. You're just turning your waist maybe a centimeter in each direction, maybe a couple of centimeters. It's very soft. It's like a little, I think of the inner workings of a clock mechanism. You know, the way you have a little gizmo that's just going back and forth very, very gently. That's all it is, because we're guiding our chi up our spine. We're not doing a big physical wrenching movement. And if you're soft and gentle, your body will respond by releasing, which will make it more flexible. Whereas if you're just wrenching it from side to side, if there's any pain there, it could actually cause your body to further contract and become stiffer. So nice and soft and gentle in movement, please. And this time we have parallel hands. It's a little bit, I think, of the choo-choo train. We have the hands rolling around each other as you very gently turn your waist. Do you see how little I'm moving? But I am moving my waist so that my arms don't get tired. Okay, are we ready? I start at the base and we just start rolling. Breathe and count to 33 as you do one hand over, then the other. That's one level. Climb up your ladder. So your spine is like a ladder with prongs on each level. Breathe and bathe the spine, very gently moving, breathing. Remember, the level of your hands directs your awareness to that level in your spine. Think of a little spotlight of rolling energy walking its way up the spine. Keep good posture, keep the top of the head lengthening up, the chin slightly down and back. And it is quite normal as you go up towards the neck that your feeling of connection and awareness of energy in that area can become less than it was towards the lower back. That's normal, but just gently feel for the area. Whatever you do feel, that's fine, but keep your awareness with it. I'm not sure if you've counted to 33 yet, but say we've got to the base of the skull, and we flip toes, skim across, turn palms. We'll do it one more time, and this time I'll be quiet so you can concentrate, and so can I, calming the fire down. Off we go, start at the base. More important than the number you count is that you're connecting with each level of vertebrae. So if you've got to 33 and you still haven't actually got to the top of the neck, keep going until you feel that you've got to the base of the head, the skull. Flip the toes, turn the palms, come under, along the arms, make your circle, and tiger, calming down the front. Well done. And rest. Good. Take a breath. Lovely. Now, before we move on to the next section, to the south and the north of this compass, I'd like you just to consider a few wee safety aspects and things that will improve or give you the most out of your dragon practice. The tiger practice, I think, is relatively straightforward, as I say, especially if you've done the phoenix before, because it's the heart exercise. It's mist forming pearl. Though you may notice we're doing it to the opposite side in this form. But for the dragon, I want you to make sure, please, that you are keeping your legs off the lock. And I know this is really basic stuff, but it's amazing what we can forget to do, or what I see students doing. And so I want to point out basics, but it will make all the difference. Often folks forget and they lock their legs, and then they're trying to walk up their spine. But you will notice if you lock your legs, you're locking your back. If your knees are locked back, your spine is locked. So if you ever try and do the twist with legs locked, you'll find that everything is just stuck. So in order to do any Tai Chi, as soon as we go out of Wuji, we need to release belly, release hips, release down through the legs, and release the knees. So this allows us to sit our bottom down. Don't just bend your knees, because it may unlock a bit, but it's still adding tension. So we have to do this release, release, release. And when we do that sort of pouring down of releasing, we allow the tail to release down, which in turn, do you see where my bottom is, the angle of my bottom, as I release belly, hips, and knees, it naturally rotates. There is this rotation. Now, I don't like to use the word tuck because then I see people, you know, doing this tension expression. But if you release your tail down, sit down as if you're on a high stool, your pelvis will naturally rotate. Just like you go to sit down, your pelvis naturally rotates, and that allows this point, the mingmen, the small of your back, to release tension and open. It fills, and that means that it has plenty of space, and that means that if there is a sciatica issue or a disc compression issue, it's given a chance to open so that nerves aren't being pinched. If you forget to do that, maybe even you bend your knees, but you're not releasing the tail under, then as you turn your waist, you could actually be grinding on a pinch. Do you see what I mean? If the life door, this point, is not full, if it's pinched, and then you're trying to twist on that pinch, you can further exacerbate a back issue. So make sure you release, melt belly, hips, and knees, allow the tail to sit down, which is a natural rotation of the pelvis, which means the small of the back is full and open. And of course, we keep the top of the head floating up and the chin slightly back. So we have traction in the spine. We have space between the vertebrae, and the small of the back is full. So energy can flow, movement can happen, and we're not actually grinding bone against bone or discs getting squashed by a pinch. So make sure you're doing that, please, and that will help. Okay, so that's the lecture about the dragon done. The dragon, I think, is one of the best spine exercises I've seen, and it's so simple. But of course, in order to do any exercise and get the benefits from it, we have to be careful to do it correctly. Good. So let's leave that one for now. And now we're going to look at the south. And this is represented by the phoenix. So we've had dragon, we've had tiger or long and hu. Now we have feng, we have the phoenix or the red bird. And if you look at this, it's a firebird. We have it in Western mythology as well. But if you look at the way the phoenix is depicted in the East, it looks very like a peacock, but it's red and it's fiery, it's on fire. And these movements, if you have done the phoenix in graceful clouds of blessing form, you already know the moves. It's heaven and earth rotations, the lung, large intestine exercise, followed by kidney and bladder exercise, or sun and moon rotations. But let's just say that you've never done that before. Let's just break it down so that we're all doing the same thing. So we have just done the tiger, and we should be facing your southwest position. Okay, and your palms are forwards and down. Now remember, I'm mirroring. I would like you to bring your right hand, so that's the hand closest to the back of the room, in and under, and there's your small hug ball, your ball in front of your belly. And we're going to stretch the ball out, open the ball up, and a little turn of the waist circles the arms around each other, so you're rotating the ball. And then you're going to take your back foot, your left foot, forwards slightly, and you can turn the toe slightly in, and that should be quite comfortable. We're going to squash the ball in and down, and notice I'm relaxing into my center as I do that, keeping the small of my back nice and full. And so then when I turn in my waist, again, I'm getting a lovely gentle stretch for the back, and nothing is getting pinched. Your right hand is coming up now, and your left hand is coming up now, and your right hand is pressing forwards. And if you can continue to turn over your front leg. But if that's sore or if you feel tight, just to the front is enough. Good. So we're going to release the back foot, bring it in and let the palms turn to hold a ball again. Notice I haven't moved my arms, I've just turned my hands. And now I'm going to turn my body and step with the back foot. Again, squash the ball in and down. So your left hand is on top and the lower hand now comes up and the upper hand, the hand that was up, presses out. And again, if you can, keeping your back nice and full, turn over your front leg. So that's called heaven and earth rotations. Now we float the arm, the front arm up, feed the weight back and we go over the rainbow and we bring the front foot in with it. We step diagonally back, bring that arm down and the other arm floats up and again we go over the rainbow. You can turn your feet with it. This time keep your back hand down as you bring the foot in, return to center. Very good. So that is your Phoenix move. There's a lot to it, and if you haven't done this before, it can be really a little bit confusing at first, but everything new can confuse at first. So let's have another look at it. We're starting southwest, right hand under, small ball. Stretch the ball and turn it round. Step the back foot slightly forwards, toes can turn in a little. Squash it down, relax, fill your back. And lower hand comes up. Keep turning if you can to the corner, to your southeast. Release your back foot, bring it in, turning the waist, step. Again, make your feet comfortable, feet can be parallel. We squash it down and lower hand comes up as we turn over the front leg. Nice and round in our position, top palm facing in, lower palm facing out. We float up and over the rainbow, bring the front foot in, bring it down, step diagonally back, and left hand floats up over the rainbow and bring it in and relax back into horse stance. Very good. Let's do it again. Gently does it. If you're working with injury or you're not feeling the best, just do what you can. You can do this seated. You don't have to do the leg work at all. So if it's confusing, just leave the legs out. And remember, when you are seated, you won't be able to turn your waist as far as easily because there's absolutely no movement in the hips. So go gently, especially when seated. Don't work so hard. Be kind to yourself. Ready? Right hand under. Expand and roll. Step the back foot forward slightly. Squash the ball. Lower hand comes up. Expand and turn over the front leg. Release the back foot. Take the ball. Turn. Step the front foot. Fix the feet. Squash the ball and the lower hand comes up again. Keep turning over the front leg. We float up and feed the weight back. The hand flows over the rainbow. Sun and moon rotation. Step to the corner and the other hand over the rainbow. Come in and step to the side. Very good. Let's do it one more time. Ready? Your back hand comes under. Expand, turn, back foot steps forwards. Squash, turn over your front leg. Release the back foot, bring it in, step it, squash, and turn over the front leg. Float up and over the rainbow, come in. Step over the rainbow and come in. Return to center. Excellent. Well done. Now, I'm tempted to show you the back view, but I don't want to freak you out in case you're like, Can't see your hands, can't see what you're doing. But we'll do it again, and I'll not talk. Just see if you can watch and copy. If you get lost, just watch. Okay, are we ready? And very good. Let me show you the back view. See if you can do it with me, because you've done it a few times. Maybe at this stage you'll have a fair idea of what you're doing. And if mirror is confusing, because I know for some people mirror is very difficult to follow, maybe this will help you. Okay, so we are going to our southwest. Ready? Right hand scoops under. Expand the ball, turn the ball, step forwards, left. Squash down and turn left, hand coming up over the front leg. Release the back foot. Turn and step, squash it down. Right hand coming up, fill the back, turn over the front leg. And we go up and over, bring the right foot in, we step and up and over, and step back to horse stance, facing south. Well done. So that is your Phoenix practice within this form. So now we've just got the north to look at. So we've done dragon to your east, we've done tiger to the west. Tiger seems very fast, doesn't it? It's just boom and you're done. But dragon lifts your energy up your back. Tiger calms your energy back down the front to the kidneys. So we've done our Phoenix. Now we're going to look at the back, the north. And the north is our hybrid, two animals. So in this practice, we're using snake and we're using turtle. And you may have done the snake exercise with me already under the name Black Dragon Winds Around Pillar. And the pillar is your spine. So we're rotating the spine again, very, very useful for general spine health. But again, we apply the same consideration for spine health as we did for the what's it called? The dragon. Keep forgetting the word for dragon. It's long in Chinese. Okay, so we have to remember that when we turn the spine, we have to make sure the spine is open and free, so not nipped. If you try to twist in a nipped position, it's going to hurt. It's not going to help. So we have to remember to release the tail down. I'm hesitating to use the word tuck, but think of releasing your bottom down as if you were seated. Master Lock actually does use the word tuck, but he uses it, hoping that people understand what he means. So you're releasing your tail under, and that opens, helps you to fill the small of your back. So then when you twist, you have freedom and comfort. So just bear that in mind, please, as we do our next exercise. Shall I show you it from the front or the back? I think I'll show you the back view for this one. Okay, so we've just come back from our Phoenix. We're going to flip our toes back to our east corner, so southeast. So the toes flip to the corner, and we're going to bring the arms. You can bring them past the waist or just bring them around so that the left hand is coming down and back and the right hand is coming forwards and up. But I want you very much to maintain a roundness. So you're pointing around your body. In fact, you're drawing a yin-yang in your body. And how do I show you this? You see the roundness? Yeah, if I turn my body, you can see I'm round. I'm not just stretching my arms out straight. I'm wrapping around in an S shape, but one arm is forwards and up, and the other arm is down and back. And I want your fingertips to point around your body with your palms facing away from your body. And we're going to do a dual practice. Remember, tail releases down, small of the back is full. We're going to press the hands gently away from the body as we look back to either the corner or the back of the room. And that's your snake turning its head. Well done. We untwist and we bring the hands in past the waist. We flip the toes to the southwest, and we do the same thing on the other side. So now the left hand is coming forwards and up, and the right hand is going back and down. The fingers are pointing around the body, the tail is releasing down, so the back is filling, and we're pressing the hands away from the body as we look over our shoulder. Let's try it again. Release. Bring the fingertips past the waist, and turning to the first side, we press the hands away, looking over the shoulder. Now I'm going to add a little flourish. The top hand is going to do like a lasso. It's going to make a circle. Whee! It's a cup exercise. And we flip the toes to turn to the second side. Fingers pressing round the body, filling the back, releasing your tail down, looking over your shoulder. And again, the top hand can do a circle, a lasso, to bring it past the waist and back. One more time each side. Fill your back, look over your shoulder, press the hands away, lasso the top hand, and flip the toes one at a time. Fingers point round the body, release your tail down, stretch it out. Good, and return to center. Good job. Take a breath. Very good. So if I show you that wee movement from the front, just so that you can see, you have looked behind you. Your fingertips are coming into the top hand. The fingertips are coming in towards you, out and round. That's the lasso movement. And then press to the other side. So fingers in, round the back and forwards. I think you probably heard me saying it's a teacup move. If you've ever done teacups, it's all this sort of circling business. So it's a way of weaving or silk reeling as if you had a cup of tea in your hand and you don't want to spill the tea. So it's one of those type movements. So your palm is facing right, and then like you don't want to spill your tea, you circle and then change. So that's a little flourish. You don't have to do it if you get lost or confused, but again, it adds this kind of fluidity and flow to the movement, but otherwise just isn't quite so much there. Very good. So, but it's just the top hand. You don't have to do both hands at the same time. So that is your snake for the north. But we have one last animal, and this is also for the north. But actually, again, I kind of think of it as the center of the compass, but it is part of the north exercise. It's the turtle, and it is one simple movement. It is a beautiful stretch, and I would say this is very useful for triple burner. It just opens up your entire energetic system. So we have done our snake on both sides. You can do it once on either side. You can do it multiple times. Now we're just going to cross the wrists, lift the hands, and as we pass our chest, we're going to open the hands up. We're going to sit the body, release belly, hips, and knees, and again, fill the small of your back gently as you stretch your palms forwards and up, so the hands should be above the feet. There's your 3 harmonies. Your back is full like the shell of the turtle, and we're going to stretch our neck like the turtle stretching out from its shell. So the top of the head lengthens up The chin is slightly down and back, and you're stretching. Everything is stretching, hands stretching, head stretching. The feet are gripping the floor gently, and you're stretching the whole of your spine. You're filling your shell. And that is the turtle. Very good. So now we have completed movement 4 of the 7 Stars Rotations Qigong by Master Joe Locke. We have dragon, tiger, phoenix, snake, and turtle. I hope you have enjoyed it. Good. I think what we should do to finish is actually revise gently to go through what we have done. And that's a nice wee warm down. I think our brains and our bodies have had enough learning for today, but revision is key to health and learning in Tai Chi. Repetition is what does the good stuff. So let's start from the beginning. Top of the head floats up. Release. Relax down. And just calm. Find the fingers, press them down. Open door 5. Three circles at waist height. S shape changes direction. 3. Find the ball, draw it in, float up. 3 at chest height. S shape, change direction. Movement 3. Heaven, earth, and people. Ah. Last set. Now we turn to the southeast for the dragon, and we'll do our 3 rotations. Lower, mid, upper. Tiger to the west. Phoenix to the south. Snake, flip to the corner, right hand forwards, left hand down and back, press the hands away, lasso the top hand and turn. Flip to the other side, press away, lasso the top hand, let's do it again. It's okay to have a slight diagonal lean with this one. Just don't let your bum stick out and your waist pinch. Good, return to center. And turtle to the north. Top of the head lengthening up, chin down and back, stretch your neck. Palms above feet, elbows above knees, shoulders above hips, and rest. Well done. Good job. Good, just ease yourself out of your stance, please. See how you feel. I can't talk. Normally in this class we finish with seated relaxation, but I thought today we would finish with a wee bit of just a very gentle warm down. So warm down can be very similar to warm up. We're just going to take a little rotation of the ankle. You can do this seated, by the way, one way and then the other. Good, and have a little shake out. On the other side, breathe and relax. So the intention behind an exercise that's changed direction makes all the difference. It directs our energy and it directs our body to do what we want. So when we're warming down, we're really just checking in with each body part and giving it a bit of love. So warm down can be softer and gentler than warm up. We take the hands towards the knees and just do a very gentle rotation, keeping the feet flat to the floor. And you may find that actually this is a nice wee gentle exercise for loosening and releasing the back, as well as the legs. Let's change direction. Breathe. Bring the feet together, gently circle one way. Again, can be very nice for releasing the lower back and the muscles across the buttocks. And change direction. So if you've been driving for a long time or you're a bit numb back there, this is a nice wee exercise just to release those muscles and help the energy to flow. Good, stand up and open. And this time we can do the 4 corners of the hips. So you're just gently feeding in to all four corners. Again, a really nice way exercise to loosen any tension in the lower back and the hips, especially as we breathe and feel our way into it. And if it does hurt, what you can do is make it even smaller. So you can imagine that your tailbone is drawing around a postage stamp. It can be that small a movement, but think of really releasing and letting go into it, and letting all the vertebrae, all the muscles just let go. So it becomes really rather like a pendulum feeling. Good, let's change direction. Breathe. So sometimes movement can actually be more relaxing than doing a Gong, doing an internal journey. I find when I slipped discs in my back, sitting was actually the most painful thing. That I could stand, or I could lie down, or I could recline. But actually I was never in pain when I did my Tai Chi. It was the hour of relief that I got in an otherwise painful day. So listen to your body, especially when you have an injury, and notice what gives you relief. Good, let's come back to the center. We're going to do a very gentle rotation, the Chinese drum. Again, keeping the hips pretty much steady, and just that little rotation in center is enough. Good. Let's come back to center, and we're just going to do a very gentle bounce and a rotation of the arms. Remember, your body is one unit. So if you can release and relax any one part, it will help to release and relax the whole. So if you are working with an injury, remember to look after all of your body and not just keep focusing. Change direction if you haven't already, please. Don't just keep focusing on the injury. Pay special attention to every body part. Remember the hands and the feet. Let's circle the shoulders, please. The hands and the feet play a huge part in setting the tension in the whole body. So something that you can do very nicely to help relax your system is to have a foot bath. Just a nice hot foot bath, maybe with some Epsom salts, or even just table salt. Good, change direction, please. And by relaxing and bathing your feet, you're actually relaxing your entire system. And by drawing out toxins from your feet, you're detoxing and helping your whole system to feel better. Let's take one at a time, please. Gently roll one shoulder and then the other. Breathe. You could also soak your hands in hot water, and that might be easier and more convenient, and it would have a similar effect. You could use your Epsom salts, or you can rub or knead your hands, or get someone to rub your feet. Good, back to center, please. Have we done both directions? I think we have, yeah. Let's take a deep breath and lift. And very good. And again, breathe in. Very good. One more time. Let go. Good. Well done. So as I say, just gently kneading, just pressing all the little points in your hands or your feet has a systematic relaxing effect. I'm sure you've heard of reflexology, that all of the body can be accessed by our hands and our feet and our ears and our head. Actually, it's all connected. So wherever you relax, it'll have a relaxing effect on the rest of you. Let's lengthen up, please, through the very top of the head. Chin slightly down and back, relaxed down. We're just going to take a nice deep breath in And as we breathe out, just let your head very softly roll forwards, like someone was holding it and you're just relaxing into it. And just let your head hang at whatever level is comfortable for a second, and take another nice deep breath in, and breathing out, relax a little bit more. Just let it be heavy. Good, and breathing in, slowly roll up, walking up the vertebrae until you're standing straight, and relax down into your belly. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, lengthen up through the top of the head, and as we breathe out, gently turn your head as if you're looking over one shoulder. Breathe out, relax, let your shoulders hang. Another deep breath in, and relax, breathing out into that stretch. Gently look over your shoulder. No forcing, just feel the limits of the comfortable stretch. Breathing in, gently floating back to center, and breathe out, relax down into your belly. Good, breathing in, lengthen up, and breathing out, look over the other shoulder. Find the comfortable limit of the turn, breathe in, and breathing out, relax into the stretch a little bit more. Well done. Breathing in, float back to center. And breathing out, release, relax down into your belly. Well done. Let's cover center, folks, just for a moment. Hug your elbows in and breathe into your belly. Feel the touch, the warmth of your hands flowing into your center. And feel your energy is stronger. Beautiful. I'm going to finish there with you today, folks. You've worked very hard. Let's take right hand in fist, left hand straight. Salute. Thank you. And now have a nice hot drink. And I encourage you to wrap up and have a wee rest if you can, or run on to class. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.